So welcome to the inaugural, well, let me rephrase that. Welcome to the first ever white coat ceremony at the Touro College of Dental Medicine. Please be seated. I'm Ronnie Myers, Dean of the College of Dental Medicine, and it gives me great pleasure to stand before this incredible group of young women and men who today will begin their journey into clinical care by receiving a white coat. This coat, which has traditionally been a symbol amongst health professions recognizing this entry, it is also my pleasure to recognize some of our distinguished guests who have come to mark this occasion. Dr. Brendan Dowd, President of the New York State Dental Association. Dr. Larry Bassino, immediate past President of the New York State Dental Association. And of course, Larry knows immediate past president is the best job anybody can have. Dr. Mitra Patel, chairperson of the new Dentist Committee of the 9th District Dental Association. Rabbi Moshe Krupka, executive vice president, Touro College and University System. And Dr. Edward C. Halpern, chancellor, chief executive, and interim dean of New York Medical College and the Provost of Biomedical Affairs, Touro College and University System. Thank you for helping us mark this milestone. I also wish to welcome our faculty and staff who have helped our students through these first 2 rigorous years. However, most important is the welcoming of those that have given support, encouragement, and love, who have been with these students each step of the way, and those are the parents, spouses, children, friends, and relatives. Please recognize their commitment. I would like now to introduce the incredible chromatic scalers to perform our Star Spangled Banner. Please rise and remain standing for our invocation afterwards.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets' red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say, does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
For the invocation, I'd like to call on the Executive Vice President for Touro College and University System, Rabbi Moshe Krupka.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. What a celebration, what a moment. Just join me for a few reflections, because we have so much to give thanks for on this afternoon. Avinu Shebashamayim, our Heavenly Father, bless all those who have assembled here today to rejoice in this white coat ceremony of the Touro College of Dental Medicine class of 2020. Almighty God, Rofei Chol Basom Mafli La'asos, you are the healer of all flesh, wondrous in your acts. You have instructed and empowered humanity to cure the ill and provide comfort and aid to all of your children. We and all who are involved in this outstanding citadel of dental education are your agents in your divine work of healing. May your abundant blessings always be showered on those who enter the halls of this dental college. May you give strength, courage, and fortitude to the men and women who are beginning their professional training in the clinics with patients. Grant them the wisdom and the fortitude to persevere and to succeed. And dear God, we ask that you shower your blessings upon the families of these students, parents, spouses, children, and other dear ones who have been there for support and encouragement and have sacrificed so much so that these students could succeed. Dear God, as we gather here this afternoon, we ask for your divine guidance and blessing for this incredible dental college, the Touro College of Dental Medicine. Bless the administration, faculty, and students, men and women of good faith. Faith in our collective ability to achieve excellence and impart knowledge. Faith in our ability to partner with the Almighty in providing relief, healing, and good health. Faith in our ability to serve and strengthen and improve your world, dear God, with its rich diversity and ever-increasing potential for good. Grant us the wisdom, the resolve, and the fortitude to educate, to inspire, and to lead. Amen. Congratulations, Mazel Tov, everybody.
Please be seated, and thank you, Rabbi. These first 2 years have been an amazing journey. From the transition to professional education back in July of 2016, through the opening of the Simulation Laboratory, Basic Science Education, National Boards Part 1, 2 galas recognizing TCDM, a formal, the start of a student government, clubs, organizations, Special Olympics, Give Kids a Smile, and we could go on. But today, we recognize something different. Today, we recognize all those accomplishments as you, the class of 2020, begin what will be your very first steps in taking the foundational knowledge given and learning to use it in the oral health care of the public. A professional obligation you will take with you for the next 4 decades. The mission of the Touro College of Dental Medicine is to graduate outstanding dental professionals who will utilize a complex knowledge base and sophisticated perceptual skills to deliver excellent health care to their diverse communities with integrity, compassion, and empathy. Today, by receiving these white coats, you will carry forth that mission. It gives me great pleasure to welcome to the podium second-year class president, Jennifer Merens, who on behalf of her class will give remarks. Jennifer?
Good afternoon, and welcome friends and family to the White Coat ceremony for the class of 2020. It is an honor to be speaking to you all today, and I thank you for coming to celebrate with all of us. For those of you who don't know me, my name is Jennifer Marins, and I am the D2 class president. If there's one thing everyone behind me can tell you about me, it would probably be that I'm from California. It seems to be the one thing people remember, and not just because I asked our first week where the recycling bins were, and frequently have an avocado in my lunch. California has likely become my identifier because I start most sentences with, I don't know about on the East Coast, but in California, insert comparison here. In all seriousness, moving to New York has been one of the hardest parts of dental school for me. I've tried my best to keep an open mind about the greatest city in the world, but on the hardest days, my thoughts often wander towards my hometown. As these thoughts creep into my mind, I've struggled to discover exactly why I haven't loved New York the way in which I had hoped I would. I've theorized it's the snowy days, or the humid summer ones, or even the incessant honking of horns that still make me wonder if I have a taillight out. Spoiler alert, California plates get honked at significantly more than New York ones. The real reason I missed home in my first months is simple. It's the people. I missed my family, I missed my friends, I missed my mentors. All the people who had supported my journey to get me here in the first place. But while this was the hardest part for me, my classmates each have their own reason these first 2 years have been difficult. And as I think about the people who mean the most to me, the list has not shrunk since I came to Touro, but rather has grown immensely. I now have a much more extended family that includes the wonderful people that sit behind me, and each of us can attest that while our mentors may no longer be pushing us towards dental school, we have gained professors that are actively teaching us daily how to be great dentists. The very thing that made me miss home was exactly what allowed me to feel at home at Touro, the people. Being a part of an inaugural class sounded exciting before we got here, and admittedly, there's never a dull moment at Touro. But none of us would be here today without the support from each other. What we all have in common is each other and the incredible support systems that have allowed us to get to this point. So for everything you've done, I say thank you. Thank you to my classmates and friends who have the uncanny ability to both commiserate and also encourage me in the same sentence. Thank you to the parents and family who, from both afar and near, remind us how hard we work to get to this place. Thank you to the significant others who may not understand the ups and downs, but always have been there with a smile and a kind word. And finally, thank you to all of our faculty and staff who have taught us so much, even while learning how to run a school themselves. Thank you for all helping us to be the best we can possibly be. You know, that's the fun part about being the first class. By default, we're the best Touro has ever seen. For instance, Dean Myers mentioned the boards. We have the best pass rate in TCDM history. Touro is a special place because of every person sitting here today. I have the utmost confidence that as we enter the next phase of our dental school journey, the people who have helped to get us here will continue to support us. And with that support, we, the inaugural class of 2020, will continue to be our best to make Touro the absolute best. Once again, thank you to everyone here to celebrate with us, and congratulations to everyone entering the clinic and treating our first patients this summer. I couldn't be prouder of what we have accomplished as a group. That being said, I couldn't stand up here and talk about incredible people without acknowledging the woman who organized this day. Today, she is an event planner, but she holds many roles for the students at Touro. The class of 2020 would like to acknowledge Ms. Karen Longo for making today possible. Thank you, Karen, for all that you do. And now I'd like to introduce my right-hand gal, my vice president, and a woman who never fails to have an opinion and a plan to get things done. Please help me welcome Miss Allison Brennan.
Thank you very much, Jen. As mentioned, the white coat ceremony is a ritual to acknowledge the transition from study of preclinical to clinical health sciences. Although there are numerous people that have helped us on our endeavor to this moment, there is one specific person the class would take a moment to recognize, Dr. Mark Rosenblum. Dr. Rosenblum was our preclinical Dr. Rosenblum was our preclinical director for our first year here at Touro. I speak for all of us when I say that he has played a pivotal role not only in our education but our professionalism as well. He has instilled discipline within us and helped us grow from students petrified of hitting the adjacent teeth during a practical to clinicians that will be entering the clinic in just a short week. Being the first class comes with challenges and obstacles, we were always told. Dr. Rosenblum was never one of those obstacles. His class was structured in a way that kept us challenged and intrigued. When our administration was working hard to smooth out wrinkles, our passion of dentistry was continuously kindled in the preclinic. I remember stopping by his office one day and asking, "Dr. R, what if I'm never ready to leave my typodont for real teeth?" I said it as a quirky joke at the time, but it held some truth. And he looked up at me and told me to something of the extent of, "The most empowering moment is watching students go from looking like petrified deer in headlights for the first couple of months of clinic to gaining the true confidence of a true professional." Dr. Rosenblum, I hope you retire knowing that you have empowered us with not only the foundation, experience, and respect anyone student needs to thrive in this next chapter of our lives. We would not be entering the clinic as competent student doctors without you and all you have given us. So please accept this thank you on behalf of the class of 2020. We all wish you well and hope to make you proud as we finish the rest of our journey. You would truly be missed here at TCDM. What was that? Can I please get a round of applause for Dr. Mark Rosenblum?
Thank you, Allison and Jen, for those great remarks. The dental community has a National Dental Honor Society, Omicron Kappa Upsilon. Each school has its own chapter. As the latest school to open in the U.S. and the first school to open in New York State in over 50 years, we have now chartered a new chapter, Beta Mu. It gives me great pleasure in welcoming Dr. Howard Israel, Professor of Dental Medicine and the first president of the Beta Mu chapter of OKU, to recognize the induction of our founding members. Dr. Israel.
Well, as Dean Myers has indicated, Omicron Kappa Upsilon is the name of the National Dental Honor Society, and it's composed of component chapters in dental schools throughout the U.S. and Canada. Our mission at OKU is to promote scholarship, professionalism, and ethics in the dental profession. So OKU Beta Mu is now the name of our new chapter at Touro College of Dental Medicine. Our chapter consists of faculty who are charter members and also faculty who are alumni members. Charter members are new members of OKU who will be receiving certificates as founding members at Touro after this white coat ceremony. Alumni members of OKU are those of us who were already active members of OKU at other institutions and who have demonstrated commitment to scholarly activity, education at other dental schools. Both alumni members and charter members will be receiving their Beta Mu pins as faculty members of OKU at Touro, and I will now request that the members of the Beta Mu chapter at Touro College of Dental Medicine to please stand when I call your name in recognition of your commitment to the ideals of OKU and specifically your commitment to excellence in education as our highest priority at Touro College of Dental Medicine. The alumni members, Dr. John Ackerman, Dr. Stanley Freeman, Dr. Bert Goldfinger, Dr. Alexander Hall, Dr. Howard Israel, Dr. Howard Kenneth Jacquier, Dean Ronnie Myers, Dr. Mark Rosenblum, Dr. Louis Rubens, Dr. Eric Wax. And now for our charter members, Dr. Solomon Amar, Provost for the Biomedical Research, Touro College and University System, Dr. Golda Edfarb, Vice Dean and Chairman of Dentistry, Edward Farkas, Dr. Larry Farkas, Dean Emeritus Jay Goldsmith, Dr. Ekaterina Krasilnikova, I practiced that, Dr. Melissa Levine, Dr. Benjamin Schwartz, Dr. Justin Steinberg, and Dr. Aaron Yankowski. This white coat ceremony and the receipt of the certificate of OKU membership and Beta Mu pins mark your official entry into this prestigious Dental Honor Society at Touro, and it marks your commitment to scholarly activity, ethics, and excellence in education at Touro College of Dental Medicine. Congratulations. You may now be seated. As active members of OKU at Touro, we serve as role models for scholarly activity, ethics, and professionalism, especially and particularly for our dental students. A major function of our chapter will be to review the top graduating dental school seniors for election into OKU at Touro at the end of their education here. However, the mission of OKU at Touro College of Dental Medicine will be pertinent to all of our dental students, regardless of their class standing, since our graduates represent the future of the dental profession. As our dental students receive their white coats, they will transition from using the core knowledge that they obtained the first 2 years of their education to using that knowledge for the betterment of the oral health of their patients in the clinic. Therefore, the goal of all of our students and all of our faculty, regardless of their membership in OKU, is to motivate all of our students to strive to further the dental profession by demonstrating scholarship, exemplary traits of ethical character, and professionalism throughout their experience here in dental school and beyond. Okay.
Thanks, Howie. At most white coat ceremonies, it is custom to have a guest speaker. This speaker, when selected by the committee, is one to bring a message of the importance of the day. We have today invited Dr. Edward C. Halpern, Chancellor, CEO, and Interim Dean of New York Medical College, to be that speaker. Born in Somerville, New Jersey, Dr. Halpern graduated summa cum laude with a BS in economics from the Wharton School of the University of Pennsylvania, which was followed by an MD from Yale University in 1979. He completed his internship in internal medicine at Stanford University and his residency at Harvard Medical School and the Mass General Hospital. He later earned a master's in history from Duke University, where he served on the faculty for 23 years and rose to Department of Radiation Oncology Chair and then Vice Dean of Duke University's School of Medicine and Associate Vice Chancellor for Academic Affairs at the Medical Center. Prior to coming to New York Medical College in 2012, Dr. Halpern served as the 23rd Dean of the University of Louisville School of Medicine from 2006 to 2011, and University of Louisville Vice Provost. But probably most important, he has become an incredible friend to the College of Dental Medicine and a personal mentor. Please join me in welcoming Dr. Halpern.
Reverend members of the clergy, officers of New York Medical College, officers of the College of Dental Medicine, members of the faculty, ladies and gentlemen, my dear young doctors, the standard speech on the occasion of donning the white coat is some form of a combination of congratulations and self-congratulations. Hurrah for you, you've caught the ring on the higher education merry-go-round. You're going to be dentists, highly respected by society and well compensated. This is a wonderful school. You are wonderful students. Aren't we all so terribly wonderful? Okay, ladies and gentlemen, I reduced the standard speech to 7 sentences and 1 paragraph. There is now another serious moral matter I want to talk with the young dentists about, and in all my years of giving addresses, I have never mastered the technique of speaking to my audience with my back turned to them. By the power invested in me as Chancellor and CEO of this college, I am moving myself 90 degrees. My dear young doctors, what I want to talk with you about is the problem of pharmaceutical company and dental equipment manufacturers marketing products to you. From 2009 to 2000, why don't you wait and see what I say, and then we'll decide whether to... From 2009 to 2014, the American pharmaceutical and medical equipment manufacturing industries paid doctors, dentists, chiropractors, podiatrists, and optometrists $4 billion. The public relations arms of these companies want you to believe that the money is entirely spent for basic science and clinical research. That is a lie. About 40% of what they spend is for promotional speaking fees, meals, gifts, and travel. That is $1.6 billion. And they will be more than happy to spend part of it on you, if you let them. The majority of dentists acknowledge interacting with detail men and detail women representing these companies. About half of dentists in the United States admit accepting these so-called gifts. These include allowing salespeople to buy the dental office staff lunch in return to listening to a talk about a new product, accepting allegedly free samples, allegedly educational evening dinner meetings, travel expenses to user conferences, and books. Pharmaceutical companies and medical equipment manufacturers maintain databases of how often prescribers write prescriptions, what they write for, and whether or not they use their products. They focus their marketing on frequent prescribers. Dental equipment manufacturers want you to get accustomed to using their products and be more likely to buy them when you graduate. One of the most common bits of promulgated nonsense is the term free sample. As Dean Myers pointed out, I was an economics major in college. One of the oldest saws in economics is there is no such thing as a free lunch. There is also no such thing as a free sample. Drug companies supply practitioners with free samples so the practitioners will be more likely to prescribe the product, or patients will be more likely to use them. The price of the samples are built into the escalated price of the product. Once you don this white coat, you will become a target for the marketing divisions of the companies. The raison d'etre of a for-profit company is to maximize the financial return to its shareholders. That is what they exist for. When dental students and dentists become a means to maximize those profits, they will strive to manipulate you to achieve the ends of the maximization of the return to their stockholders. Do not for a moment think that you are immune from these efforts. How could giving me a free pen, a little notepad, a single book, or a free lunch make me modify my prescribing behavior or recommendations for patient treatment? Nonsense. What is nonsense is to believe you are immune. There is overwhelming data in the peer-reviewed literature that giving away pencils and pens and notepads and books and lunches and dinners work just fine at manipulating doctors and dentists. Thank you very much. Of course it works beautifully. If it didn't work beautifully, then the companies wouldn't do it. Most practitioners delude themselves that they are immune, but are suspicious of the person in the office next door being influenced. How much of a gift from a company is too much? The Old Testament addresses this question in the verse of Exodus 23:8. And thou shalt take no gift, for a gift blindeth them that have sight, and perverteth the words of the righteous. The operative word is gift. It is translated in the King James Version as bribe. The Hebrew word is shochad, translated as gift or bribe, but shares an etymology with a word like shochet, meaning a slaughterer, to indicate the seriousness of the matter. Who does the verse refer to? Only judges? No, it refers to people with community responsibility, including dentists. How big a gift is too much? Commentaries on this verse of the book of Exodus provide two instructive stories. Two people are en route to a town for a hearing of the court. They don't know each other, but encounter each other while using a plank to cross a stream. One stranger extends his hand to the other to help him across the plank. While continuing on their journey, they fall into conversation. They learn that they are both going to the court. One person, the one who was helped across the plank, identifies himself as the judge. The other, who extended his hand, identifies himself as a litigant in the case to be heard by the court. The judge throws up his hands. "You have done me too great a favor. I am disqualified from hearing your case." The second story, two people are in conversation related to an upcoming session of the court. One person, a litigant, sees a fleck of dust fall on the lapel of the other person, the judge. The litigant brushes the dust from the judge's lapel. The judge says, "You have done me too great a favor. I am disqualified from hearing your case." What is the moral of the story? Dentists make a nice living. Buy your own pencils. When you go into practice, take the option to remove your name from the drug company databases that are used to track your prescribing habits. You have the right to do so. Do it. Refuse so-called gifts from pharmaceutical companies and medical equipment manufacturers. Follow the guidelines of the ethical codes of the American Dental Association, which read, quote, "Dentists who in the regular conduct of their practices engage in or employ auxiliaries in the marketing or sale of products or procedure to their patients must take care not to exploit the trust inherent in the dentist-patient relationship for their own financial gain. Dentists should not induce their patients to purchase products or undergo procedures by misrepresenting the product's value, the necessity of the procedure, or the dentist's professional expertise in recommending the product or procedure. In the case of a health-related product, it is not enough for the dentist to rely on the manufacturer's or the distributor's representation about the product's safety and efficacy. A dentist has an independent obligation to inquire into the truth and accuracy of such claims and to verify that they are founded on accepted scientific knowledge or research. Dentists should disclose to the patients all relevant information that the patient needs to make an informed purchase decision, including whether the product is available elsewhere and whether there are any financial incentives for the dentist to recommend the product that would not be evident to the patient. I recommend that you wear this white coat with humility, a sense of responsibility, and the values of Touro and New York Medical College, a place where knowledge and values meet. As a great leader of higher education in the first third of the 20th century, the president of the University of Chicago, Robert Maynard Hutchings, once said, "A university must stand for something, and that must be something other than what a vocal minority or a majority demand at the moment." Remember the story of Moses chasing after the lost member of the flock. He follows the lamb into the wilderness, and there is a bush which is not consumed by the fire. "Take off your shoes," the voice says from the burning bush, "because the place where you are standing is holy ground." That verse is often mistranslated, "The place where you are standing is holy ground." That is not what it says. The place where you are standing is holy ground, if you choose to make it so. Make it so. Make it so. I wish you Godspeed on your journey, young dentists of Touro and the New York Medical College.
Thank you, Dr. Halpern. A very famous 1971 music album of Rod Stewart titled "Every Picture Tells a Story" says much about what has happened here at Touro over the past 4 years. A person had vision or picture, which they carried to the university. The leadership concurred, and the groundwork was laid for the establishment of the Touro College of Dental Medicine. Fast forward to today, and we have in front of us a picture. 105 about to enter their clinical years of education. This picture was the dream and story of Dr. Edward Farkas, Vice Dean at the Touro College of Dental Medicine. I would now like to welcome Dr. Farkas to the podium for the presentation of the class of 2020 and the donning of the white coats with the assistance of Ms. Karen Longo, Director of Admissions and the faculty of the College of Dental Medicine. Dr. Farkas.
I'm a little bit confused as to which way to stand, but I guess I'll trust the crowd. Good afternoon and welcome to the first annual White Coat Ceremony of the Touro College of Dental Medicine at New York Medical College. My name is Ed Farkas, I'm the Vice Dean. In a few minutes we will start gowning the class of 2020 with their white coats. But first I'd like to take the opportunity to say a few words about our school, our faculty and staff, and of course our students for whom all of this exists. The White Coat Ceremony is a ritual in dental schools that mark the students' transition from the study of preclinical dental science to clinical health science. Being that this is the first White Coat Ceremony, it symbolizes not only the completion of our first cycle of the preclinical curriculum, but it also marks the beginning of our ability to provide high-quality patient care to the residents of Westchester County and beyond. And what does this mean to me? It is a significant milestone on the road towards fulfillment of our mission statement, which, as Dr. Myers previously said, is to graduate outstanding dental professionals who will utilize a complex knowledge base and sophisticated perceptual skills to deliver excellent healthcare service to their diverse communities. That's what our mission is. That is what we are doing today, forwarding our mission. I wrote those words, and the students receiving their white coats today are the living embodiment of that mission statement as well. And I would like to also thank the students personally for their 93% passage rate on the national board exam. Which of course makes us look like geniuses. So thank you very much. I appreciate that. More importantly, I would also like to thank them for the feeling that I get as I walk through the halls of our beautiful facility every day. I see thoughtful, energized, and happy students engaged with the faculty for whom this is not just a job, but is the fulfillment of a calling to make a difference in dentistry and academic dental education. I look forward to seeing the student and faculty engagement continue and grow in the clinic as they use their collective talents to serve our patients. I would also like to thank the team who are directly responsible for pulling off this beautiful and meaningful event. Thank you, Karen Longo. Thank you, Rachel Silva. Thank you, Adriana Harris. Thank you, Sam Silva and Luis Tordella. Thank you for sweating the details. Thank you for putting the long hours of work and making sure everything was done just right. And thank you for being here for our students when they need you. It is my personal privilege, and I look forward to working with them, with our faculty, with our clinic staff, and with Dean Myers and the rest of our leadership each and every day as we continue building the school. May we go from success to success. Finally, for the students, I have two small pieces of advice as you get into clinic. First, don't panic. Second of all, may the force be with you. Thank you very much. And with that, I would like to present the class of 2020 for the donning of their white coats. Karen?
Will the faculty who are coding please come to the front? Oh. Front line only. Front line only. Thank you. The class of 2020, please rise. What's the matter? And please move forward. Good. Yes, stand right there. Look at this. Christian Adeya. Shande Ravashi Adina Guyev. Morgan Atanasio. Taha Aziz. Wendy Batista. Damian Bizzo. Alexander Black. Jaleel Mendel Bolden. That's it. That's it. Investors, please don their coats. Congratulations. Allison Christine Brennan. Ashley E. Broder. Joshua Cheng. Leah Chernoff. Vincent Sacosta. Jordan Sirico. Yosh Desai. Arnold Doe. Investors, please don their coats. Congratulations. Alexander Doro. Benjamin John Troney. Elena Edelmuth. Arlene Frame. James Furnival. Adam Gadboy. Megan Gauthier. Tara Gonbarian. Investors, please don their coats. Congratulations. Elizabeth Ahono Gildersleeve. Zachary Gloss. Justin Goff. Jessica Gong. Carmine Gonzalez. Jillian Grant. Lana Hashim. Solomon Herr. Investors, please don their coats. Congratulations. George Hishmay. June Ho Hong. Brandon Hunt. Wajidul Hussain. Shreya Jha. Yu Zhang. Ben Kahan. Zev Kazelnik.
Investors, please don their coats. Congratulations. Matan Kadanov, Daniel Katz, Shona Kamis, Faria Khan, Linda Kornienko, Aman Kumar, Oren Laban, Melinda Lee. Investors, please don their coats. Congratulations.
Now? Can you switch?
Will the next set of investors please stand? I think they can.
It's Nahun.
Nahun Lee. Jessica Lee. Tracy Liang. Josh Lilly. Stephen Lin. Timothy Litz. Isramani. Brittany Mackesy. Investors, please don their coats. Congratulations. Just Karen Mangar, Sidra Malik, Emily Marchek, Robert McKiernan, Jennifer Merens, Sabrina Malusi, Ajo Men, Aaron Miyamoto. Investors, please don their coats. Congratulations. Mindy Moncondue, Amanda Morgenthal, Anahita Neruzzi, Cody Novotny, Lisa Bell Perlo, Hong Fan, Sarah Pikarski, Melina Pupalil. Investors, please don their coats. Congratulations. Leora Rosenwald, Korosh Roganizadeh, George Rubin, Abada Salem, Joe Shields, Abigail Schwartz, Bharti Sonia Shamar. Sean Shakula. Investors, please don their coats. Congratulations. Cody Slade. Emily Staller. Ariel Steinberger. Sonia Sori. Alec Tai. Sneha Tamareddy. Divya Tekkar. Tina Tran. Investors, please don their coats. Congratulations. Amanda Vedros. Flor Vivar. Brian Vu. Michelle Wah. Yu-Jean Wang. Victoria White. Hulin Liu. Christina Yukabo. Investors, please don their coats. Congratulations. Paul Yates. Erin Yu. Samantha Yu. Isabel Yubo. Camille Zagane. Catherine Zimmerman. Investors, please don their coats. Congratulations.
What a great looking group. Please be seated. Since ancient times, the oath of Hippocrates has been required by many medical schools at the time of their graduation in the United States and Europe. However, it was intended to be for all healthcare providers. The oath has been modified many times since its inception in about 275 AD, or about 2,300 years ago. In 1964, Dr. Louis Lasagna, Dean of the Sackler School of Biomedical Sciences at Tufts University School of Medicine, and a 1947 graduate of Columbia University's College of Physicians and Surgeons, wrote a modern version and suggested that it might be appropriate for healthcare professionals other than physicians to take a similar oath. To the best of my knowledge, dental students have not been required, although many schools have adopted the practice, to take an oath regarding the ethics of their practice or their place in society. The class of 2020 has created their own oath, which they have agreed to recite. I now invite Dr. J.P. Goldsmith, Founding Dean and Dean Emeritus, to the podium to lead the newly coded men and women of the class of 2020 in their dental student oath. Dr. Goldsmith.
This is a very historic day. I remember when Dr. Kadish asked me to serve as the founding dean in 2014. Look how far we've come. Looking back on history of the dental profession and the healthcare community gives me great pride in what we have accomplished. It is up to each of you to maintain our earned standing in the healthcare community. Your ethics and professionalism will carry you through an exciting, ever-challenging career. I look forward to addressing each of you as doctor in the near future. And now, for the class of 2020 student oath, let's all read it together, slowly. First, state your name, please. Rise, please. Rise. Let's start it again. I forgot the rise. Okay, I, as a member of the inaugural class of Touro College of Dental Medicine, shall keep this pledge and these stipulations. I understand and accept that my primary responsibility is to my patients, and I shall dedicate myself to render, to the best of my ability, the highest standard of oral health care, and to maintain a relationship of respect and confidence. Therefore, let all come to me safe in the knowledge that their total health and well-being are my first considerations. I shall accept the responsibility that as a professional, my competence rests on continuing the attainment of knowledge and skill in the arts and sciences of dentistry. I acknowledge my obligation to support and sustain the honor and integrity of their profession and to conduct myself in all endeavors such that I shall merit the respect of patients, colleagues, and my community. I pledge to continue to serve diverse populations and focus on service to my community as a living example of the principles set forth by the Touro College of Dental Medicine. I further commit myself to the betterment of my community for the benefit of all of society. I shall faithfully observe the principles of ethics and code of professional conduct set forth by the profession. All this I pledge with pride in my commitment to the profession and the public it serves. You may be seated.
Events like this do not happen on their own, and there's always time to give more thanks. And there are many that made this happen and deserve recognition. So I too would like to recognize Samantha Silver, Margarita Diaz, Rachel Silva, Adriana Harris, Louise Tardella. But most important, this day would have never happened, as has been said multiple times, if it were not for Miss Karen Longo. Karen has been on this journey with each and every one of our students since the beginning, always with an open door, smile, and a big assist in whatever way possible. She's just an outstanding individual. The ceremony, which we have just completed, has seen the welcoming of our students by their respected faculty, leaders, and their families friends, and loved ones. The faculty has now, with the investiture of the white coat as a personal gesture, signified their belief that they, the students, in their ability, will carry on the great tradition of the practice of dentistry. Please join me one last round of applause for these outstanding individuals. So please allow the students, faculty and staff exit from the stage first and join us in the lobby for a reception in their honor. Thank you so much and arrive home safely.